So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The first carry now. This is Williams. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. To throw is Nix. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep it.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now it's Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Yeah, the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Williams will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Nix, escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And it's caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down.
But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
No, we changed it.
They go play action now. Jackson. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again.
And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nicole Hardman, 35 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Nix to the air.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
To throw. Here's Nix.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10. Here's Nix once more.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Throwing Nix.
He's airing it out for Williams.
And that is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And now an audible here into something else.
Back to throw again. Steps away. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Hey, middle. On the ready. Baltimore Ravens.
To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Here's Jackson. And Walker has it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Jackson throwing once more.
Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and 2. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Hey, middle.
Jackson now. Flushed out right. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Now 2nd and 5.
Throwing is Jackson.
That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you could...
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Nix.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
Touchdown! 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Jackson.
That is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Middle.
Now it's Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, report.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
And the Broncos first down.
To throw is Nix.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that.
Touchdown, Broncos.
Lucas Kroll.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Broncos are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
35. Broncos 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the gun, it's Jackson.
And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
On the counter, Mitchell.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That second down play nets a -4.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Ozzy, sit up.
Operating from the gun, Jackson.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson.
That's another one complete to Mitchell.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Nix.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Nix to the air.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Ball under 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here.
Now a 2nd and 2.
They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
To the right side, he's got Vele.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. 30 yards.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Report! Hey! Thirteen.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now Jackson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Now it's Nix. That's taken in left side by Vele.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. That is caught by Vele. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. Throwing Nix. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Going deep for Walker. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And this is caught at the 20. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Baltimore, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.